So without wasting any much time, I want to give you an inside look as to how we got here and why we're doing the Lifeline Conference at the Equa Central area this year, and why we've decided to bring this large gathering of people together. So the idea for the Lifeline Conference came in 2020, just after the pandemic. How many of you remember COVID? Yeah? First of all, I think you should celebrate your Father in heaven for keeping you alive to this very moment. So let's do that real quick. For so many of you, we underrated COVID in such a way in Nigeria that after the lockdown, we resumed life normal. I mean, we were washing our hands for 20 seconds every morning, and now I can't remember how many people I've exchanged sweat with this morning just by shaking, and I've not touched sanitizer. But it was crazy that time because everybody was conscious about whether or not they'll be alive the next day. In fact, I remember when I was in lockdown with my grandparents, and at that time, the farthest you could go was the gate. If you cross the house, you come back, my grandfather would make sure that you are fully, soaked and jigged in bleach. And we had so many things that we were trying to, clear the air with so that we do not contact the virus. And it makes you understand that human beings are often compelled to live a certain way when they need to survive. How many of you know that? When there is need for survival, you find that your normal way of doing things immediately begins to change. You're forced into a new orientation. You're forced into a new way of thinking. And just after COVID, I got the idea for the Lifeline Conference, literally because all of us were living on a lifeline. And I got the inspiration because after COVID, I started to speak with so many of my friends, my peers, colleagues, and the biggest question they had was they didn't know which way to go. There was a problem of clarity. There was a problem of identifying what to do with my life, which way should I go, what career goals should I attain, what kind of business should I go into. And that is a very big problem that we have, especially in today's world, where everybody wants to be like the next person. And so there's a crisis identity, yeah? And we need to understand the importance of knowing who you are first before you can even think of solving any social issue. So we're here because so many of us are seeking clarity. So many of us have found a path that we want to go, but the problem is we still don't know how to navigate. And so it is important that when you come into the room, you do not come because of what somebody has to tell you, but you come because of what you want to find in yourself. Are we in agreement? Are we in agreement? So whatever it is that you'll be exposed to today, I'm sure it is for the very best, and I know that you would have a lot to take home. I'm not going to speak too much because I'll have enough time to come back. But what I want you to do, like I said earlier, is write down your expectations, make them plain. Habakkuk says, write it down. Let the vision be very clear. The vision is clear not just to you, so that even when you share your vision with other people, they can run with it. Or how many of you here are in business? How many of you here are in business? Wave your hand, wave your hand. How many of you are proud of your business? So what we're going to do, we're going to give 2-3 people the opportunity to let us know what they do. And then we're going to dissect from there. So which of the many hands raised are willing to rush down and tell us about their business? 10 seconds. 10, 9, where are they? 8, 7, 6. We only have one proud business person. Hallelujah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So what you do is just introduce yourself, and then you can now proceed from there, okay? So we have another mic for you.
Good morning. My name is Ayodeji Babade, and I'm a public health professional. What I do is that I run in-house vaccination for people in the comfort of their home and their office. You know what vaccination is? Vaccination is given to prevent people from having diseases, from contracting diseases. And there are typhoid vaccinations, there are hepatitis vaccination, and there is vaccination for cervical cancer, which affects young women. And also, I run medical wellness check for people in their office and their home. Blood sugar, blood pressure, typhoid test, malaria test, hepatitis B, and HIV. I do medical counseling, health education for students in schools, for people in their offices. That is what I do.
Great. So please, a round of applause for him. Don't go. Just stay here first. So let's have the next person.
My name is Gloriana Lamela, and I own a natural drink. This is the name of my actually.
Please just clap for her. She wore her brand. Yes, so.
I sell natural drinks, tiger nuts, pineapple, basically natural, so that no any preservative, so healthy.
Is your NAFDAC number there?
No.
Not yet.
Yes.
Okay, proceed.
So that's
Okay, great.
I supply for. If you have events, if you have anything that.
Quick question. Did you bring some here?
Yes.
Aha. So let's clap for her again. She is serious and ready. All right. Come this way too.
Good morning, house. My name is Shalom Grace Tukura Monojo, and I'm a fashion designer. My fashion name is Shalom Scott. I am wearing what I produced, and thank you. And ready to do business, Kelly.
Great. So, thank you all very much. Please let's clap for them again. Let's clap for them again. You see, one thing I want you to learn is the fact that they all came representing what? They all came representing what? Their brand, their business, call it whatever name, whatever nomenclature you want to call it. But you see, the importance about representing your business is that you own it and you stand for it. It's easy for people to believe you're in business when you can show them, the Gen Z word is show walkings. Yeah? When you can show the proof that, yes, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm doing it. And it's obvious for people to follow your vision and buy into that idea when they can visually see what you're selling. But the problem is that we say we're in business, but we do not own the business. We do not embody it. Are you with me? So what we're learning from the people here is that not only is she a fashion designer, but she's wearing herself. She didn't come wearing another person's shoe. She didn't come wearing another person's dress. She is trying to tell you that she's confident in what she does. How many of you are confident in what you do? How many of you are confident in what you do? So what you need to learn is that before anybody else will key into your business or your brand, you first of all must be convinced that what you're doing is potentially worthy to be valued and recognized. Yeah? So please, a round of applause for them again as they take their seats. Well done. Now, we're going to shift gears a little because this year's segment is not just about those in business or those in the career space. We're also looking to help those who are just out of school and they are trying to find their way, or those who are yet to go into school. Yes? Because the need for purpose is divided into different categories. And it's good that we have speakers and people here with us that understand the assignment. So what we're going to do next is, if you have questions that you have come here with, please keep them ready, okay? And we're going to move on from there. And just after now, the next segment you're going to witness will be the first panel discussion that we're going to have. And we're going to speed things up, and most likely we're going to have this in a rotatory manner. So please, let's make welcome our host, Mr. Kelechi.